Welcome to Jacksonville, Alabama, a hidden gem a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense working from the pistol. Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt. They'll run the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Got his man.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. He's got it on the run. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Handoff from the gun. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to fire on second down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
To throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Anderson. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Caught behind the line. It's Smothers. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, NC State! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you've got the offense right where you want.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Back to pass, it's Wimsatt. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. On the run, it's Smothers. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Dead center perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Got the first down and more. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Baldwin. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Got his man downfield. The stiff arm, and now he's got room. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Rex Steiner. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Jacksonville State.
New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press cover. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Bailey. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The timing needs to be precise on those out routes, and the quarterback just gave him too much ground to cover.
Yeah, and you got to know when to throw that. Right when he's breaking out of his break, I got to put that ball and put it on him. And you can tell the timing was a little bit off, just a little too much juice from the QB.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab, it's Petway. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the pass rush gets home.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Petway. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Gamecocks are on the move. The give on the option. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Petway. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Here we go. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard in this running back.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Grinding and pushing his way, and man, he got behind his pads, but they get him stopped just inches away from the goal line.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The give. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Bailey. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Let's go. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Grimes. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Wimsatt. Firing to the right, complete. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Baldwin. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
Strikes the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got a man, it's Cook. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass. It's Wimsatt. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll try the run. Makes him talk to the hand. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
To the air, it's Bailey. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. NC State to the line on 3rd and inches. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. They go to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Past the 45. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Power football with the run. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina State! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go right back to the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these 1st downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can...
Breaks into the open. Oh, the ball's on the ground. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Gonna run it. It Smothers. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
defensive ground to cover on third down. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. He's going to fire deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Brings up second down.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Gives it on the option. Turning it on! And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
What a great run there. On 3rd and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
Caught over the middle. It's Baldwin. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Fakes the grab. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking for a man. It's Wimsatt. He's got him in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and the linebacker did a great job understanding. The running back slips out. He expands with him. And how about making a tackle in the open field? Linebacker on running back. You don't always want that situation or that matchup, but the defense won that one.
6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. Wants to throw again. Looking to get it in. They found a way to get in the rug, but he has stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. Look, you would love to have gotten the touchdown there, but at this point, just take the lead with the field goal.
And it's so hard because you've been thinking aggressive. Listen, let's stretch this lead out. Now you got to think, hey, I got to make them score a touchdown, get a field goal right here, and rely on my defense.
They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to break the tie with a 4th quarter touchdown on 4th down. Using his feet. He didn't get there. Knocked back on 4th and goal, and he loses a yard to the 2.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the move, it's Smothers. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And on 3rd down, you run a screen. I think you're hoping to try to get the defense in a blitz, flying up the field, throw the screen right behind them. It didn't happen. They guessed wrong. Defense did a great job playing discipline, playing sound, making the play.
Returner runs out of bounds.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Cook. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Wimsatt. Got it in the middle. It's Baldwin. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. A designed run for the quarterback. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Big-time kick late in the 4th quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're doing to get one more stop.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. On the ground, it Smothers. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Grab near the marker. It's Rodgers. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. 6th play of the drive coming up. To the air, it's Bailey. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And this one to bring us to a deadlock in the final moments. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And with 5 seconds left, this one to send us to overtime. It is perfect. David, Jesse, they find a way in the waning seconds to tie it up.
The pressure doesn't get much bigger than that right there. Clock ticking down, all the pressure on you. You miss, you lose. He comes through in a big moment, and we've got bonus football, boys. Give me some overtime.
Slips through the line. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the drive, wants to throw. He'll pull it down. He has brought down the man. What a job to find some running room and move the chains.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Looking for space. It's Cook. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They'd love to strike first for the touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. They strike first here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the 2 of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
First and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. From the gun. Back's got it. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Now first down here in the second overtime. Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and they can win it on this return.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Handoff to the lone back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
This has been a long and physical game, so who's got a little bit left in the tank? This offensive line on their first possession in overtime, they're trying to go out right away and establish the line of scrimmage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He got it. A walk-off field goal wins it in overtime.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make the difference in winning or losing a ball game.
And I think as players too, David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely had some positives out there on the field. Guys stepped up, guys delivered, and put you in a position to win. In the end, moving forward, when the game's on the line, you got to be able to close games out.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.